So the gimmick of this interview show
is to be in Croatian.
No, yes, everything. It's called Close Encounters.
Okay, excellent.
So if you're comfortable, we have to stand really close. So
Excellent,
we're kind of
very
Close
good.
Encounters. Okay, so first of all, very hard questions.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow's that's your go-to?
Yeah, well, if I'm playing as a pawn in a game, yellow.
Always yellow.
Yeah. Outside of that, I'm in real life, muted earth tones.
What did you say?
Earth tones. I like warm reds and blues.
I see. We're kind of matching with the reds.
Yeah,
it's very nice. I also have a red shirt like that,
okay,
so
excellent.
I should have brought it. What's your favorite smell?
Lilac maybe, or mint.
Lilac, mint. Ooh. Do you want a mint?
Sure. Yes.
I have a. Let me check it out.
This is a very close encounter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, do you like fisherman's?
I've never had one.
Do you want to try?
Yes, sure.
There you go.
Okay, there you go. Excellent. Okay.
There we go. This is nice. Yeah. We usually have those in Croatia. I think my mom got me hooked on them.
Yeah,
we usually have them in the car where we were like going to work and like, oh, we have to freshen up.
Very good. No, this is my mother and I also would have little tins of Altoids. It was before school.
Like pop one in. Yeah. So how are you enjoying Essen? Did you already get some games?
Yes. I love Essen. I usually don't buy new games. I buy used games at the little Spiel bars.
Really,
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah. So is there any particular game that you've bought used that you're really excited about?
I got a copy of a game called Greentown.
Okay.
Which I've been looking for years.
Yeah. Really?
Years. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And in classic fashion, it was like 30 years. So
that's awesome.
I could leave now, and I'm
You're good. When's the game from?
It's from the late 90s, maybe. It's a like tile-laying logistics game. But it's just been one I've been hunting for, and then I picked up some Stephen Dora games.
Okay.
Like Tonga Bunga.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of them, but
it's he designed a lot of games in the 90s and early 2000s that are fabulous.
Awesome. How does Essen compare to like American conventions like Gen Con?
It's totally different.
Yeah?
Because there are more people, there are just more games.
Oh, really?
So Essen Gen Con will have fewer games but more people.
Okay.
So it tends to be more of like a fair, like people are running around trying to buy like one or two hot games.
Yeah.
Here, you will stumble into games you've never heard of.
Exactly, yeah.
And they might be excellent.
Yeah.
This is my favorite thing about the show.
Yeah. This is my first time at Essen actually, and it's just been overwhelming. Like every booth, everywhere you just see like 10 games, and you're like, ooh, what's that? It's very, very hard to like just walk normally around, you know?
Yes.
Okay, so ARCs.
Yes.
How pleased are you with the final outcome of the game, like final product?
Extremely. So we worked on it for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I had a big team of people working on the game. Yeah. And whenever I wasn't happy, I would delay it by like 3 months.
Yeah, I backed the Kickstarter, and it was, but I always feel very, very safe with like leader games with the Kickstarters, but it's very nice to have developers delay the launch to make it better. So that was very reassuring.
There were lots of times where the team would say, "It's really good. We should just print it."
Yeah.
I say, "No. I want to wait longer."
Yeah.
And I am delighted by it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything about it. I'm so happy. People are really now just like really getting into it.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it was a huge game to release.
Yeah.
And so even though some people have had it now for several months, I'm starting to hear people say, "Oh, I've played a few campaigns, and I'm starting to really explore the ins and outs of the game."
It's a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit different from Oath, and unfortunately I haven't played Root, but Oath is more of like this setting up strategy-focused game,
sure.
And it's I'll ask it in the next question for like your games always feel like, and leader games in general feel like the closest thing to TTRPGs without actually being TTRPGs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
But ARCs is very tactical. Is that something you went into specifically, or did the game system sort of like produce that naturally?
So ARCs was based on a really simple observation.
Yeah.
Which is that in all of my favorite stories, the protagonists, they have to deal with uncertainty, and they have to. They always feel like they have bad luck. And so I thought, I want to build a strategy game where players feel like they can't do anything, where they feel stuck and they have to figure out how to outfox a bad situation.
Okay.
And so it is tactical, but as people play it more, they start finding that they can plan. It's just you have to make a plan that incorporates uncertainty.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite thing about a design. I love telling players, look, this isn't a game that's random, but you're going to have to deal with uncertainty in a really meaningful way.
Yeah. How long did it take for you to develop the campaign as opposed to the base game?
So they were both developed about at the same time. But then after we had the full game of arcs fully built, it took about an additional year to build the campaign.
Okay.
So,
so they were being developed at the same time and then an extra year for the campaign.
Right, because we would work on the base game and we'd learn something about the campaign, and then we'd go and work on the campaign and learn something about the base game.
Yeah.
And then eventually the base game was fully done.
Yeah.
And so around this time last year, we had been working on the campaign for about 2 months, and then we kept working on it all through, but that's not quite right. It was the last year of the project was almost just the campaign.
Yeah, last couple of questions, just to like ease out of the conversation. What shoes do you put on first when you leave the house?
When I leave the house?
Yeah.
Well, I usually put them on before I leave the house. Usually I'm wearing old running shoes at this point. Like almost all the shoes I own are just old pairs of running shoes.
Which feet do you put on first?
Right, I'm a left-handed, I think. So I want an easy tie. So I almost always put in the right shoe.
Oh, nice. It's really funny. I asked Chrissy the same question, and he was always like, I also put them before I leave the house.
Well, I will always put on both shoes before I tie either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, last question.
Yes.
Because Croatian is hard to pronounce.
Yes.
And you did say that you did joke about the conversation being in Croatian.
Yes.
So I have to put in some Croatian challenge for you.
Okay.
How would you pronounce this? This is the blog that we write for.
Gejmeraja. Oh, Igra nas spaja?
The second one is really close.
Oh,
so our J's are Y, so like the Y.
Yes. Oh,
so do you want to try again?
Gejmeraja.
Okay.
And then Gejmeraja spaja. Oh, I messed up.
That's pretty good.
Okay,
No, that's pretty good.
Oh, so it's future in Croatian maybe.
It's Gejmeraja. Igra na spaja. We have very staccato.
Oh, it's very good. It's so melodic though. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing before
Absolutely.
we cut? Yes. Which is, my brother's been to Croatia and loves it. He's like one of his favorite places he's ever visited.
Really?
Yes. So I just want to say that. Maybe we'll visit sometime.
Oh, absolutely. We'd love to have you.
Okay.
Drew is very nice. I was hoping to get him for like a quick chat as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank you.